We're gonna go get everyone Big Mad. Watch this.
It's not right in here.
No, a couple of those drives from the gas station got me when I was there for 3 hours, like doing tackle, and it was all nice. And I had to like get it out in the rain just for like 2 seconds. But it looks, but you got your good AFCO rain gear on, like your money, right? Like you're good?
Yeah, I'm stoked for right now.
Yeah.
All this stuff got ordered in. They're tying up out of the tackle warehouse box. They're all crammed on it.
I'm getting wet.
And Scott's out there in the rain. Yeah, Billy. What's up?
Look in that corner right there.
The camera?
Yeah.
I saw it. I seen it all.
Noticed it.
No, I've known. For such a big guy.
I'm getting wet. Hold on. Woo! I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good, Scott. I'm good.
Hey, I think you got a little water right there when you run out there. On your hat. I can see it. It's right here. Right here.
Coleslaw. You feeling coleslaw? You like coleslaw?
Yeah. What you got?
You don't know what coleslaw is? It's the color of that spinnerbait.
That's what it's called.
Oh, you have some coleslaw. I'm like, yeah, dude. I love coleslaw.
All right, guys. We are deep in practice. This is the last day. I filmed starting today. Last day of practice. Show you guys. I've had a pretty good week, somewhat off and on. Some days I think I can catch them, sometimes I don't. It's really tough conditions here on Lake Cherokee in East Tennessee. This is the third stop for the Bassmaster Open Eastern Division. Conditions have been sunny, calm, slick all through practice. The last day we got to be off the water at noon. It's the first day of a tropical storm. That's right, a tropical storm is coming to the tournament site. We're going to fish under those conditions, I believe, tomorrow on the first day of the tournament. So everything's changing. Everything will be out the window for the most part of how we've been catching them under those conditions. So hang tight. We've got a few hours this morning to try to figure it out if Tad and I can get something going in the cloud cover. So that's the hope. We don't know if it's top water, we don't know if it's swim bait, we don't know if it's a spinner bait, we don't know, but we're gonna go try to figure it out. So you guys hang on and go for the ride. There was a bite. Just had one hit it. I thought I had a bite back there earlier. Just running banks this morning, just trying to find a way to go down a bank and whine. Or go down a bank and whine and get bit. It's been impossible just to get a bite. I thought I had a bite right back there before that one. That one hit it hard. I think that was 2 bites in a row down that little stretch. They're really a lot shallower in the mornings, I think. Primarily, I've just been fishing isolated cover with the weather. When the sun's been out and stuff, and it's been hot for this time of year, October. The sun's been out. I just been fishing isolated targets. Like it doesn't matter if it's a boat ramp or rock out in the middle of a pocket or on the side of a point that's by itself. A big little group of bigger chunk rock and something that's normally smooth. Wood, brush piles, lay down tree, anything I can find in the water that's targeted by itself, like all by itself. That's kind of what I've been really kind of focusing on. I spent a lot of my time this week graphing and not really fishing and just looking for some of those isolated targets because some of them I get bit on. And there's a bunch of them I don't get bit on either. I mean, fishing's really tough here. But it's cool to find a bank where I can get a couple of bites going down because like I say, tomorrow it's going to be windy and rainy all day, and if I can just if there's a way to catch them just whining, you know, like the swim bait, it's huge. Like I said, guys, these practice videos are hard because a lot of times I'm not using hooks, so there's just not a whole lot to watch or look at. So my thought process on this deal is that basically we've had sunny weather every day of practice leading up to this, right before this tropical storm came in, this coming the tournament day. So the last day of practice, which is very short, was the only day that we really got to practice under the conditions that we were going to somewhat have in the tournament. And my game plan was really just to use a top water and some type of swim bait, which I'm throwing the Kitech here. I'm just trying to find a way that I can go down the banks and wind and cover water and get bites. Because when the sun comes out, I feel like some of that isolated cover that I have found, whether it be rock piles, boat ramps, brush piles, whatever I had found 3 days prior leading up to this, I felt pretty confident that a couple of those places that I could get a few bites off of when the sun came out. But the problem was going to be is that the majority of this tournament was going to be fished in the clouds. So I was concerned about that. And this was the last day of practice. And in the 4 or 5 hours that we have up until noon, I actually ended up getting 5 bites, get them all on that Kitech. And a couple of them felt like, pretty good bites. They hit it pretty good, held on to it. So I felt pretty confident going into day one that I had a couple of things going. I could run some bank. I kind of felt like the chunk rock that I was looking for, the places that it got a little flatter, seemed to be where I got bites. But as you'll see, we go into the tournament of the day one and doesn't really pan out like what I'd hoped. Dude, I even get bit right here off the end of this dock. Like, no sun to position that fish or anything, but it is sitting on a point. It is an isolated dock on a point. So it kind of makes sense that I got bit right there. But come tournament day, the rains come and clouds come, and I start fighting some demons here that you're going to see that I'm really, really mad at myself on day one, and I'll explain why when we get into it.
All right, guys, clear out there, pull that field clear.
Major problem.
Were you full kegel?
Yep, it's gone.
Inches way down. Yeah, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Have a good one.
All right, let's roll. I'm just going to back off the big motors, just throw your jacket on, and we'll just push this back over. What you see on the video is Garmin has a service crew that travels around all the tournaments. That's Logan. They're at all the Bassmaster events. They're at all the other events. They've been around for years. They are great for their guys that run their products and taking care of us while we're on the road. And thank you, Logan, very much for coming out and meeting me. The reason that I'm so mad at myself, dude, is everything that we have on the line, everything that goes through my mind and thought processes on this, that, and the other. Mechanical issues on a boat are extremely important. I had noticed that the day before. If I'd have just seen it that morning, honestly, I wouldn't have been as mad at myself. Like, I would have been mad at myself that I didn't notice it, but it's the pull cable on the trolling motor. Any guys who fished any time at all know that those things, whether they're rope, metal, whatever, they get wear and tear, especially with many hours as we put on a boat. This is one of the metal coated ones, so it's a metal cable coated. It's got different strands, of metal wrapped around each other. This thing had about 1 to 2 strands left on it. Everything else was frayed out. And every time you pull up on that trolling motor, it has to go through that hole, and it's catching on all those stray strands, and it's making things worse. I was so mad at myself because I had noticed it the day before. And the last day of practice, there's plenty of time to take care of it. I have to go to registration. I have to bring a boat down there. Like, this is a no-brainer. Like, Mechanical issues, number one. All the things that I have on my brain, all the things that go into trying to qualify for the elites, everything that we have on the line. I'm 1,000 miles away from home. The money that we spent to be there, you get it. And I can't remember that freaking trolling motor cable. Like, I saw it. I carry on with my day, but it does have a big impact on my day, I feel like, just because my rotation, I still haven't had a bite. I haven't caught a fish on that stupid swim bait that I had 5 bites by noon the day before. And I never do get one like that. My video, it's pouring down rain. I think I get about another hour of footage out of this day and it's over. I end up salvaging day one, somewhat, if you want to call it a salvage. I catch 2 fish all day long. This place is really stingy. I catch a 3.5 pound smallmouth, which is a good one, and I catch another 2 pound smallmouth. And those are the only 2 fish I catch all day. It gives me about 5.5 pounds and puts me in like 53rd or 54th place at the end of day one. And man, dude, I'm telling you, I'm pretty upset with myself when I go to bed at the end of this day. Camera didn't work. I mean, there's all kinds of issues with this day. So looking into day 2, and day 2 is kind of like the last event you watch from me, guys. It is the comeback, and I do put 5 of them suckers in the boat on day 2. So whoop whoop. But a lot of it was just calming down. A lot like what I had at Neely Henry. This was some stuff that was pushed on me with I did to myself. This was self-inflicted for sure. Dude, I still can't believe I forgot that trolling motor cable.
I was just getting my stats is all. See, you did laundry last night.
I didn't do laundry.
He just throws it all on the floor. Can you see that right there? It's all organized, ready to go.
Kind of is organized.
It's kind of like his tackle.
He is never in bed this time of day.
I'm always in bed. I just wake up trying to think about how to catch fish, and then I can't go back to sleep because I have no idea how to. If I can catch fish, I sleep like a baby. No, don't think I could probably catch fish doing that, but I'd have to do it for 8 hours. Everything I know how to catch a fish would take me 8 hours to catch one, so it's like, nah, I don't want to go do that thing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
4-inch.
You're awful smiley.
I'm awake. That's all that matters. Did you get a shower last night?
Yes, I did.
Did you have cash in
Would
your
you
pocket?
like to smell me?
No. Did you have cash in your pocket or anything?
Probably.
Is that yours?
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Did you have money in the shower?
It was on the floor.
What time, bub?
5 o'clock.
Good job. Get on out there, good big squat.
Let's go catch you some of them basses. Let's make today a great day.
114.
Great day. We're not going far. I'm going to start down here today and go that way instead of going that way, going this way. Freaking giant crappie. Giant crappie? Giant crappie. Giant crappie, like a 3 pound.
I was gonna say it was a big one because it looked like just shy of being a keeper bass.
Giant crappie. I was like, I got one! I got one! I got one!
A better one?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a bass. It's not fighting like one. Small. Fish one.
Get one on the boat, right?
Good one too.
Say it's in there, you know.
Why didn't you jump in the boat? Why didn't you jump in the boat?
Over that rock pile.
Yeah, over that rock pile. Yeah, throw in there. Easy. Didn't hit the Ned and ate the swim bait.
That's something, right?
Jumped on it. That'll play. That will play. Hey, I caught one on that rig. Number 3, and it's a largemouth. Freaking largemouth. Caught one on a Ned, dude. On 7-pound test line. Green pumpkin Ned. On 7-pound test. Please hit bass.
His face too.
Number 4, dude, number 4. Son, I got a limit. And if you missed that, it was really good. So that is the end of our derby.
Then,
I didn't make the top 12. Billy said he should have made the top 12.
but I didn't either. I'm going home.
I caught 5 of them suckers today though, and I got them all on film for you, so you get to see them at some point when I make my video, which will probably be like 6 months after this tournament's over. Anyway, Billy's not going home to South Carolina like he thinks he is. See ya.